What up, weebs and weeblets? I'm Zach.
And I'm Shawn.
And welcome to Two Lowkey Weebs.
The best 7 out of 10 podcast you'll ever see.
That's honestly giving us a lot of credit. But yeah, let's go for it. Yeah. Welcome. So today we are doing part 2 of the Hell's Paradise anime. So we're going to finish summing up the anime, and we're going to try to convince you to read the manga if you haven't, or if you don't read manga. I'm just going to try to sell you on it, you know?
Yeah.
So where we left off is Epstein's Island.
The reveal that this is actually Epstein's Island.
Yeah, well, we didn't quite get there, so we're going to get there. So where we left off, let's see. We've got a dead Tenza.
We have a
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, King. I rewatched that scene since the last episode, and it just goes hard. Like, he's down and out. He's got genuine like holes in his body, and when he does like that first step down to stand back up, and the soundtrack goes hard with it. It really does go well with it. It just, I don't know, dude. My hype is just there. Like, it is fucking good, and the Tenza scene is one of my favorite in the anime.
Nothing goes quite as hard as someone dying to give someone else a chance to run away.
Well, in the way he does it, you know, it's just like he's definitely dead. Nah, he's not dead yet. He's still got
he's
fighting
getting there. He's getting there.
And the fact that the samurai is just like, I ain't got my sword, but fuck it, I'm just gonna punch your face. Like he just punches holes in the face. It's just, it goes so hard. So Tenza's dead. Shion is pissed. He's out for vengeance.
Yes.
We just killed the giant baby man.
Yeah.
And
Rokaruta, something like that.
Yeah, and
so
we've gotten some insight into Sagi, and how Sagi is strong in her own way, which definitely that plays into it a lot more throughout the series.
Yes.
In her middle
path,
her middle path ass. And so we're at the point that we just found a small child after the forest burns down. Mm-hmm. So Gabi runs the child down. It's a little girl with pink hair, and we find out that her name is Mei Mei. It's Mei Mei.
He likes to add a second Mei.
They call her Mei Mei, don't they?
Nope, not in the manga.
It's Mei Mei. My ignorant ass tells you what it is. So they met Mei Mei, and Gabi scares the shit out of her at first. He threatens her because she punches him harder than anyone can. So she's got powers, and he's like, something's up with this girl, and he threatens her. He's like, listen, I know you're a kid, so I'm going to try to hold back, but you hit me like an adult, and I might treat you like an adult. So he catches her ties her up with some vines, and that's not the Epstein part. It's not creepy how he does it, because Gabimaru's a wife man.
He's a wife man. He is committed to being a good husband.
And kind of a good man for kind of a shitty guy.
I mean, a good man with a shitty profession.
Yeah, that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
So he ties her up, and then she just starts crying like a kid, and that's when Sagi comes in. Sagi's just like, bro, what do you expect?
It's like, you can't treat children like this.
Sagi she's just got such a good mom vibe. Not mommy vibe. You could take that route. But she's the mom of the group.
Yes.
She plays the mom of the group really well. And she's just very welcoming. And I got it. Sagi's my favorite character. I'll say it 100 times. Sagi's the best.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So the tree, I didn't mention the tree. When they meet the girl, a tree gets in the way. Gabimaru's like, you guys deal with this. I'm too busy for that shit. So they killed the tree, or thought they killed the tree. And the tree's just like, hey, spare the girl. I'll tell you whatever you need.
What is this, Lord of the Rings?
Trends. Finally, I get a reference you give me. The tree's name is Hoko. It's not Greybeard. No. Treebeard? Treebeard.
No, I've never seen Lord of the Rings.
Actually?
Correct.
Okay. I don't know why I'm surprised at this point. So the tree takes him back. He's like, yeah, I'll tell you everything you need to know. And they're all like, kind of sussy. And then he's like, but you can take a bath. And Yuzuri is just like, we're bathing. I need a bath.
Yeah.
He takes them all back, and, he kind of gives their backstory. He is a resident of the town. The town has been there for over 1,000 years. Mm-hmm. He's over 1,000 years old. I think it's a little later they let you know that, but he was once human.
Yes.
May, he won't talk about. You see, I almost said May, but it doesn't sound right. It just doesn't sound right if it's not May.
No, you can say May. I just wanted the people to know.
Let the people know. So he kind of gives the whole backstory, and this is a nice scene. And again, this kind of goes with why, especially the anime, is a slow burn, because it's an intro. And the whole bath scene is, first of all, not overly horny, which is good. Which
was a pleasant surprise when I first got to it.
I'm going to call it a boon. And
yes.
But it gives you a lot more insight into the characters, into what the characters are thinking, and it's a good intro for Mei and why she's so trusting of Sagi, because Sagi gives her the works. She gives her like the full spa treatment, and Mei takes a liking to Gabimaru at this point because Gabimaru sees a scar she has on her back and says, "Listen, don't be embarrassed about your scars. Scars are beautiful. No, beautiful people can have scars.
Yes.
The most beautiful person I know has a scar," and Mei is just, stars in her eyes.
And Gabimaru's like, "It's me. I'm the most beautiful person."
And it gives some of his backstory, because like they walk into Mei bathing and she's freaked out, and Sagi's like, "What's wrong with you, Gabimaru? Why are you getting undressed to bathe?" He's like, "Yeah, we just do this. Like, I'm an assassin. Like, and they just make us all bathe together. It's whatever, dude. Body parts." So we get to kind of know the layout. Tree man Hoko. Hoko tells them, like, yeah, the what do they call it? Ton is the elixir of life. So the elixir of life does exist. It is there, and that the Tenzen are 7 godlike hermits who all originated as one. So they all look kind of similar.
Yep.
But they're the gods of the place, and so they kind of just introduce you to all of that, like the whole world building. He's like, in the outer parts, things are kind of falling apart, but in the inner sanctum, it's all still together. So that's where you need to go. That's where the Tenzen are, and you're going to die.
And most importantly, that's where the elixir of life is.
That's where the elixir of life is. And he's like, "I'm not telling you this because I care about anything. I don't care about anything, but you're going to die, so you should eat." You get to know Yuzuriya a bit more, too, because she is like carpe diem. She is here for the day. She's just like, we're going to bathe because we're going to bathe. We're going to live to the next day. We'll figure everything else out from there. But like right now, I need rest. I need to bathe. We're doing it. And so the whole time, Senta, who we also get to know.
For Tanuki.
I love Senta.
He grew on me.
He did. I love they're like, all the characters are great. They're all really likable.
At this point, they are.
I came for the man setting himself on fire. I stayed because everyone's likable. So they all kind of decide they need to learn more before they try to take on the Tenzen. And Gabimaru's like, "Nah, fuck that," and he just leaves. Yeah, everybody falls asleep after saying they're not going to fall asleep, and he's like, "Fuck this, I'm going to go just take care of this."
How dare everyone try to learn all they can?
Listen, my man stands on business, and that's how he rolls. So, and that's actually like his monologue is like, "Nah, us ninja, we just do shit." Yeah. We these samurai, all they do is talk and think.
It's like, you think I'm book smart? You think I'm book smart?
So he goes, finds the temple, and then the Tenzen that killed Tenza shows up and is just like, "Bro,
another?
Can we not?"
Another?
She's like, "Another one." I guess I should call them they. They show up as the girl, and it's the Tenza, whose name is
Tensen.
One more time.
No, you said Tenzo, the blonde guy that died.
The Tensen that shows up is the orange-haired one that killed Tenza. That Tensen's name is
Suzhou.
Right?
Zhuzhou?
Zhuzhou?
Suju? Sauju?
Sean's on it.
I'm on it.
I thought I wrote it. We have a board, guys. We have a board, and I thought I wrote it on the board, but I did not because the ad hits got me. Zujin. So Zujin shows up. And Zujin, like, just got done fighting and is just fucking tired. Doesn't want to deal with this shit and is just like, "Bro, can we not?" And Gabimaru's like, "So about that elixir of life." And then Zujin's like, "Fuck it. Fine, I'll fight you." It's a good fight. It's a great fight. And the reason it is a great fight is because Zujin, like, keeps regenerating.
Yes.
And Gabimaru goes with the most reasonable response to that. And instead of just being like, "Oh no, it's immortal, it can't be killed," he's like, fucking hit it.
Over and over again.
If I keep killing it, eventually it might stop growing back. He just goes fucking ham. It's just it's so tough. It's just Gabimaru just being like, fuck it, we ball. And so he fucks Zujin up, and Zujin's like, all right, fine, bitch. And this is where we find out that the Tenzen all have monstrous forms.
Yeah. Kishikai.
I'm gonna Kishikai. See, I keep him around for the words. Because I don't do words.
No, you do not.
I think the anime doesn't do any of like the Kishikai stuff justice to the manga, because they look more. It is very much body horror, and they are all very terrifying creatures. And the anime does fine, but the manga just really sells like that eldritch horror feel.
I mean, that's what happens when you lack a big ass budget like Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, why? I know why. It's just not as popular.
We all know why.
So they turn into this big form, and something I really like about all of these forms is that they're all of them have morphed humanity in it.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it terrifying, is you can see the sense of humans in it, but every one of them has a black and white. Men are yang. Women are yin.
Men are yang, women are yin.
So it's every one of these forms has like a white female form and a black male form, just to go with the whole vibe of the yin and yang of the Tao that they have. And in the previous episode, we called it Tao. It's Tao.
That one's my bad.
That's on Shawn. He said he thinks it's Tao. It's my bad too, because I watched the anime and I heard them say Tao 100 times, and I was just like, Shawn's probably right.
I said it with such confidence. You were like, let's just go with that.
Right? So yeah, it obviously fucks him up. He has some flashbacks to when he was a ninja, that he's going to just kill himself, because that's what ninja do.
Of course.
If you're going to be bested, then you're going to just fucking kill yourself and take him down with you. And he's about to die, and then all of a sudden he's encompassed by this
ball of light.
Pink ball of light. Oh yeah, you don't watch it. You didn't watch it. See, you didn't watch the anime.
Did not.
I did. He read it though, and it's close. It really is close enough. So Mei saves him, turns into a ball of light. They go down this path. Mm-hmm. He wakes up to Mei being a little bit older.
Slightly older, yes. Like she's gone from like a 5 or 6 year old to like a 10 or 11 year old.
Yeah, something like that.
That's what I would assume.
I love this scene because this is when we're like first meeting
Gentetsu Sai.
So first, Gentetsu Sai and Gabi, they're sizing each other up. Like they are imagining what it would be like if they strike each other and if they would die. And so like while they're sizing each other up, Fuchi's just like, dicks away, boys. This pissing contest's over. Like, we're not doing this.
Yeah, the smallest person in the group.
And then so Gabimaru throws his hands up. They're playing his song, The Butterflies. No, he throws his hand. He throws his hand. He bows down and says, like, let's team up.
Yeah.
And then he notices Mei. And he's just like, oh, she's older now. What the hell? And Gentetsu Sai is just like, I think that's called puberty. This is the coldest line, dude. I fucking love it. He's like, no, but not like that. Come on, I get that. So they all decide to fight together. And at this point, the Doshi show up. So you've got the Sojin.
The Soshin.
The Soshin are the dumb ones we've already met, and we've already talked about this. Doshi show up. They are fucking weird looking monsters, but they talk.
Yes.
And so
slightly more human.
And so I don't remember the exact timing of it, but we're going to cut away to the Chobei Toma. Chobei and Toma have climbed out of the pit.
Yes.
And now they are met with the Doshi, and Chobei is like, nah, fuck this. Chobei's just being Chobei. Yeah, he's just like, nah, fuck this. He's like, hey, Toma, you take care of the little ones. I'm taking care of the big one. And so they start fighting, and Chobei has some Tao. And that's noted to us through the mind of through the personal thoughts of the Doshi.
Yeah.
And the Doshi's like, but too bad, I'm gonna kill you. He kills them, and now it turns out fucking from eating monsters and from being in the pit, and I just
it's like climbing out of the pit.
Anime bullshit magic.
Yeah, that's basically all. It's some anime bullshit.
Chobei is now a little bit like them, and he regenerates, but every time he regenerates, he has scars that look like vines from like the plants.
He's actively becoming less human with more power.
Yeah, that's the point they're getting at. So he like just fucks this thing up, and then that's kind of where we leave off with them in the anime. I hate saying it like that. In the anime, my words, guys, please bear with me. So pretty much that's like our Chobe Toma story in the anime is like they're setting them up to be okay. He is losing his humanity, but he's tough as balls. He's got Big Tao.
Big Tao.
His Tao big. And so they do cut over to that, but I don't want to spend too much time on it. Like literally it's just Chobe being fucking boss and then that's that. So now back to Gabimaru. This is where the Epstein the Epstein arc is coming to fruition now. There's a payoff. We set it up, we're paying it off. So the Doshi talk about there are 7 layers of training your Tao, and I don't remember them all.
There's 5.
I don't even remember the number. The final one is so I don't remember the exact names, but one is like meditation, one is training, one is
just straight up exercise. Forget the other one.
One isn't it drinking ton?
Probably.
Maybe. And then finally it's
clapping cheeks.
It's literally melding your Tao via sex. And it's called Bochujutsu. Bochujutsu, which is if my Japanese is as good as I remember it being, which it's not, it means it is the art of laying pipe. Right?
I'm assuming so.
And so the Doshi, it has to be a man. And then it has to be a woman because women are the yin and men are the yang. And so you need to churn that Tao. Churn that Tao.
I hate us.
Slap that Tao.
I hate it so much.
But so Mei is not a complete Tenzin. She's like them, but she cannot shift her gender or mold her Tao. And so the Doshi? Yes, the Doshi they were just raping her. And it's horrible. And I love it when you have a character like Dragon Boy.
Gentetsu Sai.
When you have a character like Gentetsu Sai, who, given his design and his demeanor, could easily have been that character that's just like, I don't care about anything. But like, he's just like, when they're like kind of explaining what Bochujutsu is and what they were doing to Mei,
horrifying.
It's just like, dude, fuck all y'all. Like, I'm gonna kill you. Like, I was gonna kill you just to kill you, but now I got purpose. And Gabimaru even like goes in. He's like, normally this isn't my problem. This isn't something I'd stand for. But the new me, fuck this.
Yeah, not.
And he's like, and I think me being the new me is a good thing, which it is, because fuck all that. So they're just like, no, you're not taking this poor girl back.
Absolutely.
Because they're also the Doshi. Like one dude's a centipede dude, and he's like, yeah, we need a bone. And she's like, I don't want to do that. Well, she doesn't say that, but it's very clear.
Yeah.
And nobody wants that to happen. And that's a good thing. So they're just like, yeah, no, we're overturning the Epstein law here. And okay, so we're going to un-Epstein the island.
Yes.
Which everybody loves. So Gabimaru and Gentetsu Sai start fighting.
Hell yeah.
Because, they're pissed. We also get Gentetsu Sai's line where he's talking about getting payback or something. And Gabimaru's like, payback for the hand? And he's like, nah, dude, this made me stronger, bitch. I fucking love Gentetsu Sai. He's like, I lost my hand. I ain't mad. I'm stronger. Like, it taught me to be a better swordsman. Like, fuck all that. And like, all right, yeah. Like, I fuck with this guy hard.
Talk about finding the silver lining.
Yeah, right? Like, not even finding, embracing, dude. Like, this dude lives for the silver lining. So they start fighting, and clearly, like, they're using invisible attack. The Doshi are using invisible attack. So Gabimaru's like, what's this shit? And this is where Mei, now that she's bigger, can talk a little better, but she don't talk so good. So she's just like, you need to use Tao. Tao is strong and weak. Strong and weak. Or
strong, weak.
And
calling their attacks strong, and that's
your attacks are strong. So she is trying to explain it to them, and then Fuchi is just like, yeah, like this famous Japanese doctor or something. I read these books, and using that knowledge, I figured out what she's trying to say. And so what it is there's strength is this weakness is the seed of strength, is the way they explain it. And so it's knowing your weaknesses and embracing them is the best way to find a center. And that's like why Sagi was kind of already
she's inherently good at it.
She's inherently using Tao because she is unsure of herself, but powers forward anyway.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the idea of how Tao works. Putting it into words, it's kind of bull. I mean, like it's kind of whatever, but it's fun. I like it. They're not just like when you get angrier, your Tao gets worse, and I like that. You can't just rage your way out of Tao, and I kind of enjoy that. So she kind of does. For you Hunter x Hunter fans, like with Hunter x Hunter, Nen is the system. Yep. And you could just like punch some Nen into somebody and all of a sudden they can use it. So she kind of does that to Gabimaru. She like kind of pulses some Tao into him.
And now he's aware of it.
He's like, all right, I get this feeling. And then that's when he has the realization that knowing my weakness, I can kind of find my strength. And Gabimaru's just like, yeah, okay, now I can use this shit. And he just bodies everybody. Except he ends up like fighting him. He starts bodying him. He can see everything, but at the end he's about to kill them, and then I can never remember his name. Hit me. Gentetsu Sai shows up and he's like, listen, what does he call him? Little Maru?
Tiny Maru.
Tiny Maru. He keeps he decided, it's just his canon in life, that Gabimaru is now his pupil.
Yes.
And he's like, my pupil can't kill everyone, and so they end up each killing one. And then that brings that to an end as Gabimaru passes out because he really pushed himself.
Too far.
So then we cut back to
Sagi,
Yuzuriya, and Senta. And
we're missing one.
Treeman.
Okay.
Treebeard. We're calling him Treebeard.
I don't know why I almost said Kobe when you were like,
Kobe!
Kobe!
So they are now looking for Gabimaru. Coco's with them because Coco. Disney's Coco's with him because Mei went missing too. And so they show up at the doors where Gabimaru had his fight with Zujin.
Yep.
Ha! I'm getting there, guys. Stick with me. I'll get there by the end. And then we've got the whole manga one and I'll know name. Sean, you son of a bitch. So they show up at the doors, and that's when we get another one of them, and that is Mudan. So Mudan shows up. During all this, they cut to all of the Tenzen talking. You see that Zujin is all old and shit, drinks some Tan, the elixir of life, Tan, which is made of people, which we know. That's why they throw them in the pit.
Soylent Green is people.
The what?
Soylent Green is people. You don't know that line?
No, I don't actually.
Okay, I've never.
I got one. One's all I need. Okay. What do I like to say to you? I'm sure it was really funny, Sean.
It was.
They get to there. So the seven of them had been talking. We kind of get to know what the deal is with the Tenzen. One is clearly the boss, and they're like, "Where's Mudan? He's fucking up people." Is what he's doing. So he shows up, and then immediately Disney's Coco, gets his head cut off, and they're like, "Oh shit, this dude's for real." So we're fighting Mudan now, and he immediately notices that Yuzuriya, so pretty much Ninpo or Ninjutsu uses Tao in a rudimentary way. So he's like, "You have some use for it. I'm either going to turn you into Tan or we're going to bang. Those are your choices." And so he's already deplorable.
Men,
am I right? I mean, really, that like all of them. That's how they see humans. Yeah. It's either I'm gonna get that dick, or I'm gonna drink you.
Yes.
I'm gonna drink you one way or the other.
Drink
the choice is yours. So he shows up. He's saying that, and he's like, nobody else matters. Nobody else. And since they've kind of introduced Tao, he's pretty much like, nobody has enough Tao that they can hurt me. Her Tao, Yuzuriya's Tao, is the wrong kind to hurt me. None of you matter. And then Sugi shows up, and Sugi cuts him. He's like, I don't care about you. And then Sugi focuses, and she starts using her Tao, and all of a sudden it's like, Sugi's got a dangerous Tao.
Yeah. Goes from having no Tao to like, oh god, she has it, and it's dangerous.
He's like, what a weird Tao. You don't have it, and then you do have it. She focuses it. So we're at the point that they're all fighting, and it's looking like they might be able to do some damage, right?
Yeah,
and
some sort of damage.
We got to see some of Yuzuriya's ninjutsu, which
fucking slime based.
she drinks and then she just drips from her body, and it's just like, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
They describe it in the manga as like, I'm not sure if they did in the anime, but like kind of like the stuff spiders use to make their webs.
They do. It's just they could have made it look less thirsty.
Yeah, they could have.
I see you, buddy. I see you.
They could have. They didn't.
Yeah. So Yuzuri is using some of her ninjutsu, but obviously this guy can't die. Like I'm pulling a couple blanks here, and I like literally just watched this whole fight this morning. So they're kind of going toe to toe with him. They find out that Sugi can hurt him. And so they're realizing that he's actually only being reactive to Sagi.
There you go.
I'm trash, guys. So to take him down, everyone kind of works together. At one point, Senta like stabs him and holds on to him.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, you're going to die too. He's like, Sagi, I need you to have really good accuracy here. Don't kill me. They end up taking him out. They think he's dead, but with all anime, if the body doesn't disappear, you're in trouble.
Yep.
So he ends up like needling. He needles.
Needles?
Puts a needle in a plant needle.
Oh, yeah.
Because with these guys, it's always got to be something. So he penetrates.
Some sort of plant bullshit.
Yeah, so he penetrates Senta.
Yes.
But not in the Bochujutsu way, with like a plant vine. And then Senta's grown flowers out.
Out of his eyes.
Out of his eyes, and then that's when we get our new hero entrance where Shion shows up.
Yeah,
Shion has the same Tao as Sagi, and they explain this later. I feel like this is the most minor spoiler for the manga that every Tao has an element, and that's what this situation is. Is certain elements have different advantages. So Sagi and Shion have the same same kind of Tao.
Yes.
So they power through it. What's his name again? Mugan?
This is not Demon Slayer.
Mugen Train?
And now we transitioned into an episode about Mugen Train.
Mudan has transformed after they thought they killed him. He transforms
into his bullshit Kishikai.
And big flower man. And he's sending a whole bunch of shit at them, and Shion cuts it all down. It's... So, like, when people complain about the animation quality, I feel like this is an episode that really shows it. Like, instead of showing great choreography or anything like that, they're showing a close-up of Shion and just slashes and stuff. So, like, instead of showing, like, a really drawn-out, like, him dodging and all of these things, it shows the plant making attacks. It shows him parrying it. Yeah. Instead of being a more in-depth fight with, just a lot of great choreography, it's almost still frames.
Yeah.
And that's a real bummer because it could have been a fucking sick fight. It's not as bad as a lot of anime I've seen. And again,
it's still...
Any bashing that this series gets, in my opinion, for like the animation, there were missteps, but it's not bad. Like
it's only not bad when you directly compare it to something else.
To the other things that this studio has done. And that's Mappa just did this show dirty. That's all there is to it. I hope they do better in the next season, but it's not terrible. Like it's really not. But it's not great. I'd call it good. It was good.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
But then so Shion gets the final cut in. Mudan is just like, oh, finally I'm killed. And he talks about how Shion is beautiful in the way that he's just, he has no value for his life. He's like, what a beautiful Tao. This man doesn't care if he lives or dies. And I'm going to sidestep real quick to talk about Shion because I love him. Shion shows up. When you first meet Shion, he has an ominousness to him. Like, okay, Tenzo wants to save neuter guy, and it's like, is Shion even gonna let this happen? Shion seems like he might be that strict rule follower, and then all of a sudden it's just like, no, he's just this super friendly blind guy who likes to make jokes about seeing things. He's
like the shittiest dad
like
jokes.
Shit like, oh, I didn't see you there, dude. Fuck you, Shion. And then his whole thing comes about avenging Tenza, but like he's just a very intelligent man. He's a very insightful man. Every scene he's in, I feel like to some extent he steals the show, and he's just a very...
It's a shame he can't see it.
and that's his sense of humor. And when people don't like it, he's like, oh, come on, guys. So like, I just want to make sure you know that Shion is just great, and I love him. I love him to death.
I'm pretty sure it's canon that only Sagiri likes his humor.
Yes, it is. Only Sagiri gets it, or cares to get it. So he ends up beating him. We get a touching scene where Yuzuriya is like, where Sagi is like, hey, we need to save Senta, but Yuzuriya is just like, he's kind of dead.
He's on his way out.
We should use my medicine on the blind guy and let
better
this guy
at fighting.
Yeah, right. And so she kind of like coddles him and like eases him into death. And she's just like, think about things you cared about. Maybe it's a cat. Maybe it's about, and she kind of talks him into it. And he'd like totally fall in. Like he's like the biggest, he's like the first Idol fan. If she was an idol, he would be her only fan. Not like OnlyFans. I'm actually referencing a manga called The Useless Idol and her only fan. It's really, really a good fluff manga. If you're not into fluff, don't fucking read it. But either way, it's a very cute scene. It's touching. It shows Yuzuriya's humanity because she's always like, leave people behind, do what you need to do. But to show her coddling this puppy dog of a man, it's very sweet. And
right, even if it might be a little bit manipulative, even though I don't think it was in that.
I really don't think it was. And I feel like the friendship that her and Sagi are forming at this point is really shown because Sagi's just like, well, thank you for your cool head. You saved this moment when I was feeling overrun with emotion and stuff. And I feel like they play Sagi's emotion, not like she's an over-emotional woman sort of deal, which even if she was, that's fucking fine. But I really like, they play Sagi very realistically, I feel, and they play her emotion as a strength, even when it is not beneficial to the situation. She's just a caring person. I love it. I fucking Sagi. Love you.
As if she's dead.
That is not a spoiler, guys. I just like doing that when I love a character. So the series then ends out with them kind of regrouping, talking about things. Yuzuriya changes because they find some clothes in the temple, and then it switches to, and she starts explaining to Sagi like, hey, there's some kind of missing pieces in Gabimaru's story. Like, I don't think his village leader was actually immortal. That's just like ninjas do that. They lie to you.
Shit you do to children to make sure they don't, overthrow the government.
So there's not a coup. You make them think you're invincible because they're stupid. And you just let like 3 people know the truth. And then she's like, and they wouldn't, like, they're ninja, they're expendable. They wouldn't give you a wife. You wouldn't have a wife. I don't think his wife is even real. And for me, that's why I decided to read the manga. I was like, this is good, I'm enjoying it. But then I'm like, wife might not be real? And then, like, so that opens so many fun doors for this. Yes. And it also opens, like, it opens romance reader. It opens the door for Sagimaru pairing. So I was like, I'm hyped for this. I'm like, okay, so I want the wife to be real, but like also if she's not, like, okay, I'm into this. I'm like in. So I went from like enjoying it to being like completely sold, and then it cuts out on Gabimaru having pushed himself so hard
that he's given himself amnesia, basically.
Yeah, he's towed his brain away like that. So he's kind of got an amnesia. And that's where the episode ends. The end of the season ends out. And so we're going to leave that be. We're going to be doing a manga episode. And so we are going to take this chance now to try to convince you to watch the manga.
To watch the manga.
To watch the manga. You watch with your eyes. And so let's talk about that, right? So if you've never read manga before, and everyone tells you to read the manga, like, okay,
I get it. It can be a time investment.
I never did it before, and I'm recent to reading manga, and honestly, I prefer it at this point.
Now we can't shut it off.
I really can't. So, the first thing to keep in mind, like that really differentiates it, is style, and like you get like. Don't get me wrong, a lot of anime can be stylized, but you see so much more character of the different artists when it's not animated, because there's so many different things you can do with a still picture. And so like while I'm saying this, I'll probably be showing you some pictures of this specific manga. It's not my favorite style, but it is definitely unique, and it is definitely fun, and it is something that I feel like brings a lot to it, especially like the more horrifying characters just really go hard.
Just the fucking eldritch bullshit.
Something else that's like worthwhile is like when you have the mangaka doing it, and sometimes they'll bring some of this stuff into the anime, but for the most part they don't. You get little like one-offs. Like there's shots where like covers where they're all in different clothing. I'm a big fan of that. Like there's one, what is it, like they're all going out on a night on the town, but like fucking fancy night on the town.
And then there's like a pool party one, and then
there's one where it's freaking Gabimaru and Sagi dressed as Santa bringing presents to his wife. Like there's just so much character in all of them, and there's more to it. Like when when Yuzuriha gets changed at the end of the season 1, it's actually, she goes through a bunch of different costumes.
It's like a montage.
If you're a Yuzuriha simp, like fucking, you want to see her dressed up, like it's a dress up montage. It's fun. Another reason to read it is just like paneling. Yeah. Paneling is hard to explain, but there's a lot of fun things, and I can't think of anything in this specific manga, but like in fucking Chainsaw Man at one point, someone rests their foot on a speech bubble. Like things like that, or Call of the Night. There's so much cool shit he does with paneling that I love. Like, I don't even really like Call of the Night is a manga that I read all of. I didn't love it, honestly. But like the style and the paneling is so good. Like at one point they're investigating fucking Peeping Tom is taking pictures in the window of a maid cafe, and like, so the main character's looking at it for a second. They're like, don't zoom in. But like from one panel to the panel where they say don't zoom in, they've zoomed in on the panel. Just like little shit. Like there's so many like little touches in the manga that make it so worthwhile to read it, that these little things all add up to just a big experience. Also the amount of time it takes. I mean, it took you, 6 hours to read this entire series in 6 hours.
Of course, I should preface that by saying I had read it before, so I didn't have to pay as close attention.
But we're talking about, let's see, this would be 3 seasons, 3 maybe 4 seasons.
Yeah.
That you're finishing in like, and like you get the whole story. If the anime, like if you get in the habit of reading the manga, if you don't get another season of the anime,
which is
you can still finish the series,
provided that the series has ended.
So
now we're looking at you, One Piece.
And then if you want more adult content, like Free the Nip, this series, like in a not like overly like sexual way, right. Like it's just like in the anime there's no nip, in this there is. It's just it just feels more real, like it is more genuine in the execution, and it's a little sexier, just a little bit. So like if that's something you care about, if you just want it to feel like a more just adult read, it genuinely is. Yeah. And a lot of times that doesn't translate, and that's like uniform. Like pick a manga or an anime, like the manga is always going to be just like, you know, if you're reading something for 16, watching something that's like 15, 16 plus, it's probably 18 in the manga. There's going to be more gore. There's going to be just less censorship altogether.
Yeah.
Just because I think they have less hoops to jump through.
I would assume so.
And so you get a more full story, and you get a more full depiction of anything that's going on. And then for this one specifically, like their reactions are just...
I really love the facial reactions of the characters in this manga. Like even, like I know you had talked about not necessarily loving how they were depicted all the time, but the mangaka does a great job of like depicting like people being flustered.
Yes. Or like when Sagi is unsure of herself. Yeah. Just like with how he draws her mouth, like she just looks unsure. Like so, like such a sincere depiction of it.
And then you get to see people like Fuchi being super creepy when he's dissecting a body, and he's got this really creepy smile on his face, which I thought gives him like an extra little bit of depth to him, because he's kind of
he's a weirdo, but like he's a genuine guy.
Right, like he's very, I don't want to say monotone, but like he doesn't have a ton of emotion to him.
Yes.
So to see him have some sort of emotion, even if it's super creepy, is nice.
But it's a man who is sold on his trade.
Yeah.
He's not like into bodies. He's into
figuring out how they work.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So we can take them apart better. No.
So like
maybe
if you've never tried a manga before, pretty much any paid site, I always recommend supporting the official release. Any paid site, they'll let you read the first 3 to 6 chapters for free. You can give it a try. Remember, you read right to left, not left to right. But even then, most sites do that. There's also non-official sites that I don't recommend. I don't recommend you use them. I pay for sites, and I've never used the unofficial sites just because somehow these unofficial sites are more user friendly. But I'm even gonna like I'm gonna list the chapter. Like, if you don't want to reread what you just watched, if you want to pick up where the anime left off, I'll throw the chapter up. Right there. I'll throw the chapter up for you to start on for this. I'm doing the legwork for you. Just give it a try. Read like 5 or 6 chapters. Just see how it feels. Dip your toes in. So, our next episode is going to be on we're going to cover the rest of the story. We'll probably like leave out what we just talked about in the anime.
Yeah, because that'd be redundant.
It would be, and we've done a summary of this series like 30 times at this fucking point. So we're going to do the rest of the story. We're going to go over the rest of the story, go over the rest of the manga, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know if I got a single person to pick up to try reading manga, even if you fucking hated it. Tell me you hate it. I don't care. Let me know. So until next time, let's keep it low key, weebs.
Bye.